Hi everyone. In this video it's basically a summary of all the Groundstroke videos I've sent you guys. Hope you've managed to find something that was interested in any of the videos. You know, like I said to you, when people come for a lesson, if you can just take away one point that you think, oh yeah, that made sense, then great. If none of it made sense, well, at least you've seen me for a bit, and hopefully it's been slightly educational. Okay, so in the summary we're just going to quickly go through all the ground strokes and what my philosophy is in relation to them all. Okay, so your forehands to your backhands to your double handers to your single handers to your slicers, the flatter you hit the ball, the more central your grips should be. Okay, and from that central position, which is kind of anything all in the middle, the more you start moving around the grips, the more topspin you get. But the more central, the technique needs to be flatter and more gradual. More gradual. More gradual. More gradual. Okay? The footwork needs to be a little bit more traditional in that it's stepping a bit more towards the directions you're trying to strike the ball. Okay, and I know some of you have heard the sayings that I have come up with. So if you want to hit the ball across court, okay, the earlier you strike the ball, the curlier the ball will go. Okay, the later you hit the ball, the straighter you'll hit the ball. So the earlier the curlier, the later the straighter. Okay, so do think about that with regards to when you're striking your ground strokes. Other advantages of using those more central grips: puts less stress on the joints that we often get injuries in tennis. Okay, so as you're swinging through, there's not huge amounts of rotations going on there. Okay, so that's what you need to think about in relation to the ground strokes and the central grips here. Now, the more you're going to try and start putting topspin on the ball, the more the hands start moving round. Grips, the more the hands start moving round. Okay, and if you can just have a go back to the other videos, in, you know, re-establish what those grips are. Okay, but the more you go round, the more elevated the racket head can become, the more circular the unit term, the takebacks can be, which helps you generate faster racket head speed coming towards the ball. But then the more steeper you drive that elevation up to the point of contact before rotating. Okay, and that's obviously going to help you generate power, generate topspin, generate that oval shape over the net, and hopefully be able to pull the ball back down. And again, it's just practicing that right amount of topspin and hitting through combination. But things to obviously be aware of: yes, you're then asking these joints and these elbows and the hips and the unit to do a lot more rotation through the ball. So as long as you don't have issues there, then yes, by all means, practice moving the grips very slightly further round, either way, depending on which forehand, the forehand or the backhand, and have a go at driving that racket up the back of the ball. Remember also, the footwork on the more topspin related grips can afford to be a lot more open. Still need the hips turned, still need to be twisting, yeah, still need to twist, but you can afford to leave the feet a lot more open or semi-open. And remember, in one of the clips I mentioned, the reason that is that you simply just don't have the time to turn and get those feet into position. So it creates more time for you. If I've got to do this and do this, that's a lot longer time than me just doing this and then just dealing with the ball as I swing through. Okay, so it allows you to have your footwork a lot more open or semi-open to deal with the ball. Okay, that's the basic summary of all the ground strokes. Okay, I hope it's helped. I'm going to move on to the volleys and all the shots at the net before obviously finishing on the two most important shots, which hopefully you all know because I've told you so many times, which is obviously the serve, the most important shot, and the return of serve, the second most important shot. Again, but any questions on anything of regards to the ground strokes, fire a question via an email, via WhatsApp, via text, and I'll answer as soon as I can. Take care. Bye bye.